Today on the Z06, we get the drivetrain done, we get the suspension done, we get the fuel system done, we get the body and the paint taken care of, we put some interior in the car, we will strap it down onto the dyno and see what this Corvette really makes for power, and afterwards we fly over to Germany where we send this American muscle car down the Nürburgring. Oh no! So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee. We're finishing it out today. We are back in the shop. Here's the vet. Yes, let's waste no time today. Today, as the intro probably stated, we're gonna do the wheels, tires, suspension, fuel system. I want to get the body over into the paint shop, get her painted, put back together, glass, and I actually want to take it out on the road today. I've never been to Germany, but I think today we're going to go take a trip. So let's waste no time, let's get this over to the lift. As you can probably see on the screen, you see the A and B buttons down below. I finally got the Xbox controller to cooperate, so it's a little easier to manage. Alright, let's move the car over. We've been building this on lifter C, so let's take her back over there. We'll get this thing in the air. There we go. No, we need to go to the top.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Okay. Zoom back over. There we go. Okay, now we have everything out of the way up front in the suspension. Let's take a look and see what we need here. Probably a little bit of everything. Yep. Every bearing hub, bushing, suspension component, all of this stuff. I will not bore you. Oh man, didn't make it either. I won't bore you going through all of this stuff. I think we can buy performance exhaust pipes. I will take a look in the shop for those. Let's actually run over to the repair bench. This stuff isn't all available in performance stuff. But look at that, if we can repair a good majority of this. Look at that. Now we got good wheel hubs, axle covers, we got a new caliper cylinder, some upper and lower suspension arms were able to be refixed there as well. Cool, a lot of bushings, I'm gonna buy a lot of bushings. Oh wow, the subframe was even able to be refurbished. Okay, well, like I said, let's waste no time. Okay, I think we got all of the parts out of the shop. Before we start putting things on, we get to play with this.
Back together again, eh?
Yeah.
Let's play.
So the spring puller, but we're going to join parts. So we have a brand new shock, a brand new spring, and a top cap. Yes, and there we go. We have a full assembly, also known as the McPherson strut assembly. Take that one off. Now let's put this thing back together. I believe I have everything to put it back together. Oh my goodness, I am having a hard time still with the controller here. Heart mount, there we go. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's get her all put back together. And no project is complete without forgetting at least one thing. Let's get to the shop real fast and get ourselves a new sway bar. And back to our regularly scheduled programming. Alright, we got the whole front suspension and steering all together, all new parts. That looks so good. Alright, now on to the rear. There we go, suspension is dropped. We're going to pull this fuel tank since we're right here. Get the sway bar out of the way. Man, we got to take the drive shaft off because we're going to take the whole rear subframe out of this thing. There we go, rear subframe, what do we got? And while we're under here, might as well take all the mufflers off. Whoops, selected it. Those just stay there. Let's run to the repair bench and see if we have any rear suspension parts that we can fix. And we'll look at our inventory here. I think I got everything to reassemble the rear suspension and driveline.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
See if I did. Let that float right there, and yeah. Oh, again. Okay, that should be the whole rear suspension and fuel system. Now I need to figure out what to do with the wheels and the exhaust. Let's get the exhaust sorted out here real quick. Exhaust. We're gonna compartment. We need, what do we need here? Middle mufflers, rear muffler, V8 overhead valve. Mids and rears to the shop. Ooh-wee. We got them. Look at that. 2 middle mufflers from the Loquat. Now that should look actually really nice connected up to our headers, but we need the pipe to go from our headers to the middle mufflers. So that's a front exhaust pipe V8 both sides. Get our nice little shorty headers here connected to this very beautiful stainless steel exhaust system here. Ooh, look at that. That looks really good. Alright, I think for the most part we are done underneath the car. We have completed the whole front subframe, steering system, front suspension, brakes. We have the exhaust system complete from downpipes, center section, all the way to the Bluetooth. We got the Bluetooth rear section going on here. Rear subframe and suspension and brakes are all taken care of. We have fuel pump. Some of these newer cars, I know this game will have you put the fuel pump in at the top of here. Let's see if... Look, I knew it! I knew it! I'd have been running around for hours not remembering that the fuel pump goes in the top of the tank. And we will get a performance fuel pump from Ross Eatonta. Beto Party. It's a party. It's a party. Very good. Okay, let's get this on here. Now. So we'll bring this down a hair. We got to figure out something to do with these wheels. I wonder if I can recondition these wheels. So right now, yeah, we get to play with the tire changer. But before that, we're gonna offload some of this old broken inventory, except our wheels. Just like that. Okay. Sell individually. Now these are all going to be my nice new fancy parts. Okay, here's our wheels right here. Looks like we have 295 35 18s and 265 40 17s, which is ironic. That is the factory size for Corvette Z06 in the C5 era. So that is super cool. They're not doing too well. It's called Rim 1. You know, I want to say I've tried to take a look. That's our tires. I tried to take a look not too long ago to see if I could find Rim 1, R-I-M-1, and I don't know. I can't find anything in the shops. Let's break the wheels and tires down and see if we can repair them. Okay, now that we have our wheels and tires separated individually, you should be able to see them here. Yes, rim 1 17 inch, rim 1 18 inch, 0 offset. Let's see if they are. Oh, 117 and 118 be fixed. Does that mean the other two aren't able to be fixed? Rims DLC. I might actually have to go get a DLC pack real quick in order for us to finish the wheel project. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. About a couple hours later, actually.
2 hours later.
I had to run into the Steam store and buy the wheel DLC for the Corvette. So let's get the tires and wheels all bought up and mounted and balanced and back on the car. And for tires, we're going to run a Blackwall race tire, unless we actually need the slicks later on. Alright, and with the wheels and tires, let's get them back up on the car. We'll bring the car down just a little bit here. How's that? Alright. Looks like we might have some brake caliper clearance in there, but nothing... Oh no, we got plenty. Look at that. Plenty of room to run big wide wheels. And in typical me fashion, I just put one of the rear wheels, or almost put the rear wheel on the front, and I did put the front wheel on the back.
Mr. Dumbass, I can bring a lot to Dumbass and Dumbass.
There we go, ladies and gents. We have wheels. We have an exhaust system. We have a suspension. We have brakes. We have a fuel system. Cross members, we have rear differential. You know what we don't have? We just noticed this. We don't got a starter. Let me run to the shop real quick, grab a cheap starter, toss it in. Sorry. Look at that, don't even have to hook up the power connections. Don't even have to hook up fuel lines to that fuel filter sitting up there. That's handy. Now, before we go cranking on the engine, like I did yesterday, I didn't have a starter on it yesterday, nor did I have any oil in it. So let's put the Soup Oil Premium. This is really comparable to Royal Purple. Should give me the burble when it gets full. There we go, a little more. Oh, she's full. Okay, didn't see that. Now body parts. We got to get this thing in there, but we're gonna need some body parts first. What's that? Ooh, don't need to look at that yet. Get this thing on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna take a trip up to the place where you buy brand new rusty, non-rusty fiberglass and glass. So I'm gonna get some body pieces. I will be right back. And as you can see in the community page here, we do have all sorts of C5 Corvette parts. This is really neat. So there's two different bumpers, and this one has the emblem on the bumper, this one does not. There was also two different headlights. I think one of them is sleepy eyes, and one of them is the headlights all the way open, or it's headlights all the way closed. I can't tell. That would be cool if they had a sleepy eyes, or like my real car actually had pop-up deletes. Had a kit on there from, and I'm not making this up, the company was actually called Radio Flyer, but I didn't get away. Okay, so we are actually going to we'll do the emblemed front end. Now these rear bumpers, I did just notice it now. This one has the Corvette script embossed between the taillights like they actually are, and this one is shaved. But since mine wasn't like that, we'll go like this. And there's two trunks, so I'm only assuming that one has the Corvette flags on the back and the other doesn't. I'm just going to jump to this one because the other front bumper B didn't have the emblem, so I'm just taking a guess. And we'll get this thing actually moved. Where should we move it to? Paint shop. Probably shouldn't be doing body work in the paint booth. Or whatever.
Whatever.
Oh yes, and the trunk lid does have the emblem, so that's good. All new plastic and fiberglass reinforced plastic on the car. We'll put some taillights in it here real fast, even though they're supposed to be out when you're in the paint booth, but whatever.
Whatever.
Now let's paint the car. I've never actually used the paint shop of CMS 2018 before, so this will be fun. Shut the doors, we don't want to get overspray on the shop. Paint car. What do we got? Paints, metallics, matte finish, pearls, chameleons, chromes. Oh, mine was just normal gloss black. So let's go pearl. Everything down. Everything down is going to make me that. Kind of a pearly black. There's a chameleon black. Black chrome. Metallic black. Matte black. I'm digging that metallic. That chrome looks good, but I'm going to go with a metallic black. That was quick. Can we paint the wheels? Paint part. How do you get paint part? No. Maybe, but no. Oh, maybe I can't paint parts on this one. Can't tint windows, can't paint parts yet. That's okay. Let's move this thing out to the garage now. I'll move it over here. Okay, it has oil in it. Oh, we don't have a steering wheel yet. Look at that. But while you guys weren't looking, I thought I bought a steering wheel, but I didn't buy a steering wheel, so we're gonna go buy a steering wheel now. And as you can see, we got a bunch of generic branded ones as well here. That actually looks like, oh, flat bottom right there. Perfect. Yay. Okay. Let's get in. Oh, it's running. Oh, look. I think you can see it actually running on the dash. The RPMs are up. Well, on to the next phase, which happens to be putting this thing on the dyno. Shut the doors. We gotta move this. I was playing off camera. I've been playing on the Challenger a little bit. We'll move that back. Parking. We'll get the C5 strapped down on the rollers. I have no idea what this is going to make. I think stock, this quote-unquote, this engine, right, it made 300 horsepower. This car stock made 400 at the motor, so maybe 300 at the wheels. I would be pretty happy with that. Oh, the heck there. Said first time using the paint shop, really the first time using the dyno on a full build. Ha! That is pretty close to what an ABS pump looks like. And ABS modules, real life, on C5 vets, do kind of suck. Anyone that has a C5 vet that has a ABS light on probably understands this completely. Watching this video. Very known to short out and go out, and you gotta send them off to get rebuilt. So, okay, we have stuff here. What's this? Cooling. Missing radiator A. Oh, and I need all the fans? You have to piece the fans together? Okay, now, can we actually dyno this thing? Clip A missing from the car. Well, let's put a brief pause on this until I figure out what clip A is. Oh wow, air filters. I need 4 clip A's. And seats. Oh, I need some seats. Clip A is usually like a distributor hold down clip, so I'm a little confused on what I would need clip A for, unless it was for the box. Filter cover, air filter base. Oh, right there. Oh, these. Oh, ho, ho. Okay. And the air filter, and the air filter base. 100% where an intake box is not on a C5. Now, yes, do it.
Do it.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 800 horsepower. Whoa, look at that torque graph just straight up. 533 horsepower at almost 6,000 RPM. That's pretty healthy, really. 533 wheel. Yeah, it's pretty good. But does it feel good?
This is amazing.
Let's jump out of the dyno room here. Shut everything out. There we are. And I did mention at the beginning of this video we're going to go to Germany. Well, what do you mean by go to Germany? Well, the Steam community has mods where you can race on the Nürburgring or the Top Gear test track. So, excuse me while I go grab the Nürburgring.
8 hours later.
Workshop maps. Ooh. And the Corvette. Mount Akina. I totally forgot I even had that. Top Gear test track, the ultimate speed test. You got Daytona and the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Okay, not gonna lie, this is my first time on the Nürburgring in this game. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, we'll go in-car view. We can see the speedometer there. Oh, we're gonna send it. Oh, here we go. Chirp it second. Chirp it third. Oh, this thing's like a waterbed. Oh, this is horrible. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, it's got death wobble. Oh, wow, this thing is soggy body roll. Oh, and it likes to... Okay. Oh, man. To let off throttle just to get it straight. Whoa! 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 Oh no! Oh, we're on my lid. And we're wheels up. We're good. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally fine. Whoa. I'm just gonna say this: driving car mechanic simulator cars on the Nürburgring is harder than driving in real life. I don't think we're gonna be able to complete a lap of this. Well, as you can see, it's going to take some time to learn the handling and controls of this game if I want to be zinging cars around racetracks.
You suck.
But there it is, the completed Corvette Z06. And until we can unlock more things, if there is potentially even to unlock more things to paint the wheels black like my actual car was, to lower the cars. My goodness, that has like some four-wheel drive fender gap going on there. But thank you so much for coming along and watching the build series on the Vette. The next one you guys don't want to miss. We're not going to the junkyard. There's a little feature in this game called barn finds. And every level you unlock, you get a new barn find map, it's called. And I didn't use a single one of them the entire game progression, so we could go barn finding together. My goal with that is on the next run we do through the game, my goal with that is to go to the barn on our next run in Car Mechanic Simulator and buy all of the cars that are real cars. If there's no real cars, if they're generic cars, then we're not going to buy a single car. If they're all real cars and they're all $1 million, then I better figure out how to have about $1 million, $2, $3, $4, $5 million. If you guys are excited for that, let me know down. Actually, let me know down in the comments below. What cars do you want to see me build? What cars do you want to see get found in the junkyard and in the barn finds? And with that, ladies, gentlemen, children of all ages, you have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Take care.